Hello, and welcome back to Plot to Go, episode number 30.
Whoa.
Whoa. I'm Jack,
I'm Owen.
and this week, neither of us wanted to watch The Smurfs.
Yeah, fuck that.
So we are doing a 2025 mid-year roundup, wrap-up recap.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. We're just going to talk a little bit about some of the movies and the shows that we've already spoken about, and then some that we haven't.
I mean, for me, like a lot of what we've spoken about is pretty much just what I've seen,
Yeah. Okay.
unless it's something that like didn't come out this year.
Or TV shows, surely, because we haven't.
I've not watched a lot of TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fair. I've watched over 30 shows this year so far.
Damn, is that like oops? That's a slow year for you, is it not?
Well, that's only 2025 releases.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, we're gonna this. If you want like a little primer of like what to go watch, what to maybe avoid, this will be a great episode for that. And also, we're gonna go back to our fantasy draft that we did in episode 2.
We're starting with the fantasy draft, yeah.
You want to start with the fantasy
Yeah,
draft?
of course I do.
Cool, we'll start with the fantasy draft then. Because we got some updates. A lot of them have like now came out.
Yeah.
I highly encourage people to go back to that episode because I had to listen to it this morning and I thought it was pretty fun. But it's fun to hear our opinions on stuff.
You got to listen to it, Jack. You don't have to listen
Sorry,
to it.
I got to listen to it.
You had the privilege
Yeah,
of
I had
listening
the
to it.
privilege of listening to us. It's funny going back and listening to our opinions on stuff that now we have both seen.
Yeah.
Like, for example, we'll talk about it, but Mission Impossible, the way that we're both like really hopeful that this is going to be...
Were we hopeful?
We were hopeful that because it's like the finale, the big conclusion.
Oh, they couldn't ruin it.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't listened though, we did a fantasy film draft where we took 10 categories. 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice. Superhero, action, drama, comedy, horror, sci-fi, blockbuster, animated, sequel, and wild card. And we drafted movies for each of those categories. And our aim was to try and get the highest total cumulative Letterboxd score
Yep.
by the end of the year. And what I think is really funny about doing a check-in now is that some of these have had wide releases,
Uh-huh.
but some haven't, and they still have scores. So like they might still be good now, but when they get released to the general public, maybe they won't fare as well.
That's true. Also, like, do we have a differing amount? 1, 2, 4 of my films have scores. 5 of yours have scores.
Oh really?
Yeah, so like there's a differing amount of films that actually have scores for
Oh
each of
fair,
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've kind of hit it right at the perfect point then. Like
Yeah,
half
I
our
think so.
films, yeah, okay. And we did say that if some of them didn't have scores, we could swap them out. We could swap 2 out at most. And if some are now not coming out, we were allowed 1 swap out of them.
And we both just gave each other news that
The-
one film of the other person's is
It's
no
not
longer
coming
coming
out.
out this year.
Which is crazy. And it's 2 films I was really excited for as well.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that that stuff's got pushed, but heyo. It's better than-
Ayo.
Heyo.
How do you want to do this? Do you want to go category by category?
Yeah, we'll start with. I mean, I've got the score, so I guess I'll just I'll run through stuff. So
Nice.
we'll start with superhero.
Yes.
You chose
The Fantastic Four, First Steps.
indeed, and I chose Thunderbolts.
Which at the time, by the way,
We had no idea,
yeah, you were like, I guess I'll have to pick Thunderbolts.
but Fantastic Four still could be better than that,
It could.
and also it's definitely going to get seen more. And so, like, you might have the
Yes.
case where there's like so many superhero fans that are enjoying it that it will pull the score up.
Yeah, fair. I also still think my argument stands of the cast is gonna like bump up that score, even if the movie was bad.
Yeah. So don't know where that's gonna land. Thunderbolts
Yeah.
is at 3.7, which is a decent score.
It was crazy good for what we thought.
Yeah, it's funny. Like everything is in a specific range. I think that's just how films are scored, like it's very rare for a film to be like above a 4, I think.
Yes.
And yeah, and below a 3, I think, is when you get into the territory of like that shit. If anything's in between 3 and 4, then you're like, oh, this is a decent film. I'll go see that.
Totally. Like that, I feel like is territory of, oh, I could rate this a 5.
If it were
Like between a 3 or up, like
Uh-huh.
I could rate that movie a 5.
and somebody else could have rated it a 3.
Yeah,
God, that is a gap though. That is
a gap.
that's a big range.
Big range.
So you're saying those people are wrong when you rate it a 5, yeah?
Of course.
Yeah.
Because art is objectable.
Yeah. You got any more to say on that? Or should we move to action?
I don't really have much more to say on that. I am hopeful about Fantastic Four.
Yeah, me too. What have people been saying about it?
It's had test screenings.
Yeah.
And they've all been very positive. There was one test screening that happened recently that went, people who aren't fans of the genre are fan of the movie,
Okay.
which I feel like that's a good sign for anybody who enjoys cinema. I don't know how that will fare with superhero people necessarily.
Sure.
But no, I'm looking forward to it. Whether or not it's going to be a high scoring movie, I don't know.
And also Thunderbolts was done dirty. Like for some reason people didn't go see that one because of, I guess, how the rest of Marvel's been.
Relative. I always think these box office reports are really relative. Like,
It is relative, but like it's well underperformed a lot of other superhero films
yes,
when it didn't deserve to have been treated that way.
very fair. Still 500 million or something did it make?
I think
Like,
it's lower than that. I think it's only like 300 odd.
oh really?
Like 380 something.
Oh,
I could have that way off, but like I don't think it's as high as 500.
huh. Yeah, no, deserved more. But I think that's an apt score for it.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it delved into like a lot of the deeper themes, but at the end of the day, it still was a very much a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Action. So, I think there was a clear winner on this one.
I'm pissed the fuck off by this.
Not that we necessarily knew that at the time either.
No, yeah.
You chose Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, and I chose Superman. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning has a 3.5.
Yeah.
Which I think is a bit high for that one.
You're totally.
Superman has 4.
Which is a bit
Which
high
is
for
a bit
that
high
one.
for that one too. But in terms of like how far apart they are on the scale, I reckon that's probably about right.
Yeah, sure. Like,
Like even if you move Superman down to a 3.5 and then a Mission Impossible Final Reckoning down to a 3, I'd probably put it down to like
a 2.5.
2.8.
Wow, specific.
Yeah.
Do you know those like people who review movies and they're like, this was an 8.4?
Yeah.
Because how do you know that?
That's just an 84 out of 100, isn't it?
Who is grading films like that?
You don't have a point.
A point
for
system.
each.
Oh, there was no action in this movie, so I have to deduct
Point
it.
gone.
Crazy. Yeah, I'm shocked by the reception of Superman. Like it's
What? Because we both came out and were kind of lukewarm on it.
I don't even think we were lukewarm.
Not lukewarm.
I think we
We
enjoyed
had
it.
sorry, not yet, definitely, because we came out and we were talking about it afterwards.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like fun and like thrill that we got out of it.
Yeah.
I still want to go see it again, even though it's been a week and a day at this point.
And I have seen it again
Yeah.
since we recorded.
Yeah, I think I saw your TikTok and it was just like, I pretty much feel the same about it.
Yeah, I feel so secure in. I think if you listen to last week's episode, I think we kind of end it being like, I don't know if I will stand by all of this. I stand by literally everything I said. I think it just cemented the problems cemented themselves more, and the highs really shone. The one thing that I think we spoke a little bit about, like, you know, the theme being a little thin or not getting as much screen time. There's a line that I just think I missed in their interview scene.
Yeah.
Where he's like, the reason I do what I do is I was sent here by my parents to do, like, he explicitly says is he does what he's doing because of the parents.
I think you don't pick up as much on that in the first viewing, because I don't remember that either.
No.
But it's just retroactively when you see how his motivation has changed, then that becomes more obvious.
And I think going into it, I think because there's a preconceived notion of who Superman is,
Yeah.
you kind of perceive him as doing good because good. you already see him having like fulfilled his arc.
Yeah.
But actually, when you go back and rewatch it, you realize the point that you're starting with this Superman is that he's doing it because he was sent here. I don't know how well that's shown to us. I think it's told to us through that scene.
Yeah.
And then a few others. But there's a thread. There's a stronger thread than I thought.
Cool.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I want to see it again. Drama. There is your choice, which is Plain Clothes.
Yes.
Mine's was the Battle of Backton Cross, which has now become one battle after another, which I think happened very quickly after I chose it as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, my one isn't out yet, and yours has a 3.7 rating.
Yeah, mine's premiered at Sundance, I think, which I feel like often has a little more indie people, like people who enjoy like indie slower movies and stuff. I still think looking through the reviews and stuff, that I'm confident that this will go down well.
Cool.
At least with the people that will go see this.
Yeah.
If you don't know, it's like a gay thriller drama where like somebody's pretending to be gay but then falls in love with a police officer or something. That sounds fun. Drama. You though, you scored a PTA, which we've now seen trailers for.
Yeah. Fun trailers.
Yeah.
Also, because it's a PTA, I don't think he can miss Touchwood. Like
he hasn't.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining this is going to be rated relatively high. But then I think we talked about this before. Like nowadays, when a film comes out, Letterboxd is so huge that it's more likely that things get kind of skewed down the way. So these things
or skewed up. Superman.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So these films could be on par with each other score wise.
Yeah, I think that. What's really interesting about Letterboxd is specifically when it comes to Superman, it's bizarre that that's such a high rating. When actually I've tried to seek like critical reception, like not to diminish what we do or like TikTokers do or like other people with opinions, but like published print writers for like reviews and stuff, they seem to be like really split. Like it's a more mixed bag. Like there are like 2 out of 5s and 2.5s, and I'm just adding a numerical value, but people who are less favorable towards the movie, and then people who are really high on it.
Yeah.
And that doesn't come across in the Letterboxd, I don't think.
Right, because it's really high, I think.
It does with the people I follow, weirdly. People I follow, it's like a real mixed bag.
I don't think I have anyone that's probably like lower than like a 2.5 or something.
Right, okay.
On Superman. Because I think that, to me, that'd be shocking. If someone disliked it that much.
I think I've seen somebody give it a 1.5.
See, I think that is crazy.
I think that's symptomatic of I don't like superhero movies. This is a superhero movie.
Yeah, maybe.
Interesting.
Moving forward. Comedy.
Haha.
This one I think is going to grind your gears a
I
little
know.
bit, actually. My one is Marty Supreme, which isn't out yet. Is there even trailers for this?
No. Did have a test screening.
Okay, cool. Because this, to me, when I was sitting looking at this in Letterboxd, I was like, is this going to get pushed? Because that would be rough for me.
It's a December release, yeah.
It's December 25th, I think.
Yeah.
And yours is The Materialists, which one has not a very high score, it's 3.2.
Yeah.
And 2 has not been released in the UK yet.
Yeah.
So like all around, this one's a kick in the teeth, I think.
Yeah. Annoying because it's Celine Song. This also might be symptomatic of the thing that you're saying about how Letterboxd is now a lot bigger, because this was marketed as like rom-com, like rom-coms are back. The poster looks really like 2000s rom-com.
Yeah.
And everything I've read has been like, nope, it's far more in line with past lives and being more like a meditation on love in the digital age and how we're all materialistic and all that shit. Surprise.
Shocker.
That's crazy. So I think there's been like a dissonance between what people have expected and then what they've been given. Because again, a lot of the people that I follow that are American typically, I don't know if it's released outside of America even. I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, I don't know. I'd assume if the release isn't even out here,
Yeah.
I'd assume it's pretty bad in other places. Too.
Yeah. Who knows? But I've seen a wide variety of opinions, but I've seen a lot of people give this like high ratings.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I know it's so annoying. They need to sort out their release strategy because this
Who's they? Everyone.
everyone they had a good marketing campaign for this.
Yeah.
So people then talk about the movie. I know where this movie goes in broad terms.
Okay.
I could have guessed where it went just based on the poster and the trailers and the premise of the movie. But people are taking a plot point of this movie and running with it, being like, this is blank blank agenda. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I imagine, again, I haven't seen it, so I can't like fully say this. I imagine Celine Song is saying something a little deeper than this is blank blank agenda, because I just do not view her as being like
Shallow.
shallow like this.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see for ourselves next month. But
Yeah, there was an unlimited screening.
oh, I have booked that.
Oh, did you put it? Was this one of the messages that was in there? Or
No,
you
it
just-
only popped up last week.
So you put it for us or just yourself?
I booked it for everybody.
Oh, cool. Right, great, good news. Because
Yeah.
when I found out about it, I was just on the website,
Yeah.
Cineworld, and I was
Sponsor us.
just having a wee scroll through, and I was like, oh shit, like Jack really wants to see this. We need to go see this.
Yeah.
I went to book it, and there were like no seats.
Oh, yeah.
Like I couldn't access the bit where I got tickets because I clicked on it, and it was like, yeah, you can't.
Oh, there's actually no
There's
seats.
no seats.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, proof that the marketing campaign worked.
Yeah, I get, and like, well, marketing campaign, but also if something's been out for so long somewhere else, and then people are so aware from it just from that as well.
And it's film fans because it's unlimited.
Yeah, and it's
people.
film fans.
Yeah.
And you'd lose nothing by booking even if you're not going to go.
Yep.
Like, it's just, the whole screen's full and there's one showing. Like, right. We could rant all day about this. Horror. I managed to get 28 years later.
You've done so well, by the way.
I think did we flip a coin or something, and that meant I got to choose first.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, and it just meant that I could almost clean sweep like a lot of stuff. I think. Obviously, I could have fumbled that, and I might when we get to the end. Like by the time the year wraps up, it could be the case that
Yeah, you
has
have a
happened.
strong start at least.
Yeah, but not that strong because I have the averages here, so I know
Oh,
the difference.
okay.
Yeah, it's not that strong. So I chose 28 Years Later, which has a 3.6 on Letterboxd, which is probably quite apt. Might be a little bit on the low side, in my
I would
opinion,
agree.
but and then you chose The Bride, which you found out from me today is pushed to 2026.
I'm mad. However, I'm gonna just replace it. I think I said it in that episode. I'll replace this with Frankenstein. I was between two Frankenstein movies.
Oh right, and Frankenstein comes out this year.
Yeah.
That's crazy because was that last year that we went to look at Frankenstein
Yes.
being shot?
So Frankenstein was shot in Edinburgh. We went to the sets. Went to the sets as they were closing.
Walked down the street that they were shooting on,
Yeah.
and we saw old-timey lamp posts lying on the ground and them emptying out a church that they were obviously using for storage.
Yep. Crazy. The
Did you-
magic of filmmaking.
Did you double check that The Bride had been pushed to 2026?
When?
Because on Letterboxd, I think it said it was for 2026.
Oh, yeah. If it's there, it's been taken
Right,
from
okay,
the movie
that's
database.
Good stuff.
Yeah. There's
think-
a trailer for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein as well that
Very true.
looks very cool.
It does. It's very stylized,
Very stylized.
which I like.
And I think he is one of these auteur filmmakers that people really respect.
Yeah.
I think especially with his opinions on animation, it is like really cemented him as like just he has so much respect in the industry, I think, as well. So I'm excited.
I think everything that he does is just quite kind of different from everything else that you see.
Totally.
And so even that aspect in itself kind of draws you into a director like that.
Yeah, he has a very varied filmography.
Yeah. It's not like he sticks to like one genre even,
No, yeah.
which is good. I like that. I rate that. I was having a conversation about that a couple nights ago. And because we were talking about like PTA, for example, his filmography is
I wonder who you were having
Yeah.
this conversation with.
his filmography is quite different,
Yes.
and not even just in like genre but in style.
Yep.
And you don't often see directors go about that.
Guadagnino as well.
Yeah, and I think people like that really differentiate themselves.
Totally. There's still a through line though.
Yeah, you cannot like almost always tell that it's their film.
Yeah. I think with like Guillermo del Toro, there's like a whimsicalness, like a fantasy kind of thing that's woven through.
Yeah, but maybe like closer to like Grimm's Tales or something.
Yes, absolutely. That's
Yeah.
a great way of putting it.
Yeah. So there's definitely like a vibe.
Yeah.
The best word for it.
Yo, GDT got a vibe.
GDT got a vibe.
Get on the poster for Frankenstein.
Next up.
Do you have anything to say about your horror?
Oh, 20 years later. I
Yeah.
only saw it on...
Because you didn't review it.
Tuesday. I really enjoyed it. Light years better than 28 Weeks Later. I completely understand about what you said about the start and the end of the film. Specifically the end.
I didn't even speak about. Yes, yeah.
It didn't bother me, but I was like, what are we doing here? Like, the film feels very grounded,
Yep.
especially for which can be hard in a franchise that is zombies. And then you get to the end, and it's quite surreal.
Yes. Yes.
And it's close. What's the closest kind of? That's more Zombieland than like The Walking Dead. For example.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Like-
that's a great way of putting that.
Yeah, it's really out of the blue. And
I'm genuinely congratulations on that comparison. That's
Thank you.
so well done.
it makes you wonder what the next film's going to be like. Do you have any idea if that could be a possibly them trying to go like this could be the tone? For
I
the
really
following
don't know
film?
because it's by Nia DaCosta who made Candyman, the remake with Jordan Peele. Then she made The Marvels and was like screwed over with that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And now she's making this.
Okay.
I don't see a through line or
Yeah.
but
But the Marvels was fun,
The Marvels is fun.
and they managed to make Captain Marvel fun, which is what people were kind of complaining about. I think, in like the original.
I just don't imagine that. I know this is what's weird to me. That last scene again. I do not want to spoil this for people, but
Yeah.
it's totally jarring in that movie. I didn't quite catch. I think I'm so thrown off. What that is a reference to? I'm assuming.
That's a reference to something.
Yeah.
Do you mean within the same film?
No, to real life. So because the outbreak happens in the early 2000s, there's a prominent British figure with the same name as that character,
What's the character's name?
Jimmy.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think there's, well, I know because I've seen like people talk about it, there's references to that and it's going to deal with that. And if it's dealing with that and the tone is as jovial as it is in the end, it's just so all over the place to me. I just think it doesn't work. But
Right. Aside from that, the film was pretty bloody cohesive.
Yep. Do you not think it would have been such a nice package though of like, it's like when Marvel tags on a scene at the end of their movies, and you're like, what? You didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
It felt so like that to me.
Do you think I know you wouldn't have wanted this either, but do you think that scene actually would have served better as like a post-credit?
Yeah.
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 Because at that end, it's like a take it or leave it. Like, it still would be like canon, but it doesn't ruin your enjoyment of the film pre-credits.
Yeah, it's like Sinners.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where like,
Oh my god, that was... I mean, we'll get...
we could talk
Sinners
here
at some
'cause-
point. But
well,
like,
we will, yeah.
that...
How you
was
format a
odd.
movie like matters.
Yeah, but that also wasn't good.
No, yeah, again,
Yeah.
that what because it feels. For anybody who hasn't seen Sinners, Sinners ends. Then there's directed by Ryan Coogler, something else, and then there's like another 5-minute scene.
But it's spliced with credits or something, is it not? Or it's edited
Oh,
really weirdly.
yes. You get the directed, then a few more, then you get somebody singing, and then there's more credits spliced, and then you get a full scene.
Yeah, it's really strange.
It's yeah.
From a film that was so competent for the
Yep.
whole thing,
Totally.
and then like the editing, it's so strange at the end there.
Also, I feel like that scene is very much a tagged end credit. It feels like it's setting up a universe thing.
I never felt like it was setting up a universe. But I mean, cynically, you could say that could happen from that.
If it was part of the movie, I wouldn't have thought that. I think because the way it's formatted to us and the way we have learned the language of cinema, we go, oh, this is after the credits, so it's setting up something. It's not a part of the movie.
Because of the way it was formatted, I can't even say it was after the credits.
Sure, yeah, very fair. Yeah.
Sci-fi.
C.
This may be the one that I lose out on, I think.
You think?
Not that... Okay, so my choice was Mickey 17, which has released, and yours was Running Man.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey 17 has a 3.6.
Which I think's good for
It's
that
good.
movie.
Yeah. Do you think The Running Man will be better?
I hope so. So we have a trailer now.
Which I
as
don't
we're
think I've watched.
speaking. We were in the cinema. It played.
When it was on?
Yeah. Fair enough. Yep. No, wait. Surely you remember because Coleman Domingo shows up. I
It says
think I
what?
did a Coleman Domingo's here.
If I watch the trailer again, I probably remember it.
Yeah. It looks good. It looks fun. Well edited trailer. I can't say much. As I said when we did this draft, I think Edgar Wright has such a consistent filmography.
Yeah.
I didn't like his last movie, and I'm hoping that's just a fluke. But it's still rated well. So
Yeah. Yeah. He is, again, a competent director.
competent.
And it's been a little while since...
Yeah, because that was London Film Festival 2021.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's a while ago.
That doesn't feel like that long ago as well.
I think that's been a good enough gap that... Sorry, I would say it's been a good enough gap that he would have really dialed in on this and would hopefully make it like a good project.
Yep.
Except that it was the same gap between...
Oh,
No, it
Baby
wasn't.
Driver. No, Baby Driver was
2018.
20... Yeah.
Yeah.
That little bit of extra time's gonna marinate really
Was
well.
it 2018 or 2017? Probably doesn't matter.
Yeah.
On a, like, roughly the same amount of time.
It's not. It's 2019.
No, it's too late for that.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that would be 2018. Who cares?
Whatever. Blockbuster.
Funny that neither have released.
Why is that funny?
Well, because we're in Blockbuster season.
Yeah, but also... Yeah, because we chose blockbusters that aren't in blockbuster season.
Yeah.
These do feel like very Christmas films to me.
Yep, I agree.
I chose Wicked for Good, and you chose Avatar Fire and Ash. I think mine's will be rated higher.
Do you actually?
Yeah. Oh wait, but this is the bad half of Wicked.
Well, yeah. But they've added stuff. We've got a trailer for that as well.
Yep.
Looks good. Mm-hmm. Alpha Thrab.
Avatar Fire and Ash could be Ash,
Could be Ash.
but like get rated higher.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of these Avatar movies, but they do well.
Yeah. I feel like they get a lot of praise. I mean, we did praise the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's one of these like spectacle cinema. I just wish the story was better.
Yeah.
If I can get invested in a story, which I'm hoping this third one will deviate slightly from the most cookie cutter plot. It does
It's a
feel
new
like-
nation.
Well, it's two new nations, Owen. Fire and Dark.
Whoa.
Like I could see myself giving it a 4.5 or a 5, purely based on the technology and having a semi-competent story.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Exciting though.
Yeah, and I like you said, Wicked has additional stuff in it
Yes.
that I'm hoping means that it performs well.
I mean, a song for Cynthia and Ariana that is not part of the musical, I feel like is a shoe into one, flesh out that story a little bit more, And also just the fact that they've written and they have a little bit more ownership over the characters and the story. I just think I think they know what they're doing.
It better be good.
I also want it to be good, yeah.
Animation.
Yeah.
So yours is out.
Mine's is out. I picked Elio.
Yep. That's a 3.5.
Okay.
Probably a little bit low for your liking.
Fucking too low. Elio's underrated. Go watch Elio.
And then I chose The Bad Guys 2, which is kind of just...
Does it have a rating yet?
No.
Okay, because it comes out next week as of this recording.
I did check. I think I ran through all of mine at least to make sure they didn't have ratings.
Yeah.
I checked through all of them to make sure they didn't have ratings, and then I had to check if things got pushed and all the other extra details and like, do I want these things and what will I swap out, blah blah blah. I didn't think I was swapping anything out today, but that's going to change. The Bad Guys 2, I've not seen Bad Guys 1.
Neither have I. We both have a friend who
Loves
it.
Yeah. And actually, I think I was comparing this with another animated film that I could have chosen and like trying to figure out which one is the better option. And I think it's funny when it comes to like animated films and sequels, because I think if people spend enough time making a sequel and doesn't become a complete flop, it's actually roughly just as good as the first one.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's actually kind of safe to choose a sequel.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, because people who are going to see the sequel are often fans of the original.
Yeah. So
who knows? I think I will probably end up seeing The Bad Guys too.
Gotta watch one first.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard it's good. It's DreamWorks, isn't it, as well?
I think so.
Yeah, so curious.
Sequels. I'm jealous of your sequel.
So my sequel's Wake Up Dead Man, which is the third Knives Out movie.
Yeah.
It's also opening London Film Festival this year, which makes me think they have a lot of faith in it.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. Very, very excited for it.
Mine's is Zootopia 2.
Yeah.
Which just could be like ass. But like, I don't know what other sequel to choose, and I don't think I should switch it out because, like I said, I feel like it's a safer bet.
You haven't seen the first either, have you?
No.
It's really good. I don't know if you saw this video going around of Celine Song, where they ask her, like, if you could only see one movie in a cinema, like, what would that movie be? And she said Zootopia.
Well, that's insane.
Because her reasoning checks out. It's a great movie.
So this could be a fall from grace, but also it might be a nice follow-up. But just not, like, obviously it's got a lot to live up to, and it probably would never live up to the quality of the first one.
You said in the episode, you were like, they've taken their time with it, which they have, and it's the same director as you said.
Yeah.
Which...
So you hope.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like, sequels, Tron Ares.
Which a trailer came out for?
I've not watched it yet.
Neither have I. I've only
want
seen
to.
clips.
I've not watched we'll get to this.
Ooh.
We won't get to it. I'll just bring it up at some point.
Okay.
When we're done with the draft. Wild cards.
Yep.
So you have Oh Hi.
Oh Hi.
Which is a 3.4.
Yep.
And I have Mother Mary, which you let me know has been pushed to 2026.
Tragic.
So I have to switch this out.
I've been waiting for that movie for so long. You have to wait longer. It's okay, we're getting the Anne Hathaway songs.
This Mother Mary is your third most hyped movie for this year.
Yep. And it's pushed.
Yep. You got much to say about Oh Hi?
I picked it because, again, it was like casting. It's Molly Gordon and it's Logan Lerman, and it's like Logan Lerman's kind of return to cinema. And I thought it was going to get like a... I was playing the letterbox game of people like these actors and this kind of stuff. I think it might get a bump when it releases theatrically. Sure. I think it's releasing in the States next week.
Okay.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait ages for it, but... I mean, I'm still very excited for it. I like the premise.
When are we going to review this? Because Marty Supreme comes out on the 25th of December. So do we wait a couple of weeks for things to settle down?
Yeah, I think we'll do the draft like first or second weekend to January.
I'd say second. Because I think things will be more concrete. Especially for like Wicked and Avatar as well.
Yeah.
So I have to switch mine out now.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to choose Begonia because Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yep.
I'm hoping that this performs well. I mean,
You seen the trailer?
no, but I saw I don't think so. But when I was on Letterboxd, I saw this screenshot of Emma Stone, and I was like, this is gonna just be fun.
The premise is absurd.
I read it. I don't remember. I went in one ear and out, or in one mind and out the other.
Lovely. It's like two deranged people kidnap a CEO because they think she's an alien.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna be batshit, and I love that. So
Yeah.
yeah, that is my pick for the wild card.
Very fair. What were you swithering between?
What for the wild card? Well, I mean, I took 5 minutes to make a decision there. I wrote just down a couple of things. I wrote down Hamnet as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be good, but like, was it Chloe Zhao that was doing that? Or yeah, and that's a very popular book, so I'd assume like it could be. And also The Memory Police. Know nothing about it really, but I was just kind of running through films.
I think it's
That's
been
out.
pushed.
Oh really?
Yep. The Memory Police is a film with Lily Gladstone. That I think has been kind of one of these films that's been floating around for ages, but no confirmed release date.
Right.
Fun.
Fun.
What's our fantasy film draft? Do you have numbers on like how much, like what our totals are?
Oh yeah. So, well, I just our total or averages for each. So, you're at 3.5,
Okay.
which is decent, I think, and I'm at 3.7. So, like I said, higher, but not that much higher.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's all to play for, I think.
All to play for. Yeah, I'm looking. I feel good about my next ones coming up. To be honest.
Yeah, they look they look strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Whereas mine's look, this looks like the half where mine's are a bit weaker.
Hey, but you've got like a PTA and then a
Begonia now as well.
Oh shit! You have a PTA, Lanthimos, and then one of the Safdie brothers.
It's when I look at the animated and the sequel, I think they're like less likely to be good, but very like lukewarm, and that's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get terrible scores.
Yeah.
Well, that was our fantasy film draft.
How's mine?
Tune in, episode 60 or something.
This is my mess of like scribbles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Tron Ares? Question
I
mark.
think it's actually funnier if we just put this on Instagram.
Well, that's really funny to update it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to fill in like our changes. Mine was Begonia, and what was yours for the bride?
Frankenstein.
So I'll cross them out.
I was trying to be a great feminist, picking the bride, and it flopped.
I think I spelled Frankenstein right.
If you didn't, that's a funny like dyslexic moment for the Instagram.
Except for the fact that I'm not dyslexic.
Ooh, performative Owen.
Right,
That's
okay.
So we're going to move on to just a little bit of a discussion about 2025 movies. Where do you want to start with this?
We'll do top 10.
Do you want to start positively?
Just do
Yeah.
it in the order that you sent me the questions in.
Okay, cool.
Because that's just kind of how I scribbled. Again, this absolute mess of just like I have the screenshot
Lovely.
and then just like lines everywhere.
Funnily enough, when we're talking about like best movies of the year, I think this tends to happen a lot of the times with just where we live. It's a lot of the 2024 release at the midpoint, at least. It's a lot of the 2024 releases
Yeah.
for other countries that we get in our like January, February intense period. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, so half my top 10 are movies that were in like conversation for Oscars last year.
I don't think mine's are. Oh wait, no. Maybe like 3 of mine, 4 maybe.
I mean, I'll rattle my 10 through 7. I have Saturday Night.
Oh, yeah, you've done this in order.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, because it's me. I like to write shit.
I knew it was gonna be like that, and I was like, I'm not playing your games.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have mine right. Owen just has a top.
Mine's just in a fucking barrel.
Yeah.
I just threw them all in.
Mine's is a neatly organized cupboard, and yours is like just shove it in.
Mine's just that drawer where you just throw all the random shit.
So my 10 I have Saturday Night. I still think it like a highly underrated comedy. I really enjoyed my time with that movie. 9 I have Flow. highly underrated animated movie.
I've still not gone to see Flow.
So
It's
good.
on Movie Now though, so
Oh, is
I'll
it?
catch it there. And I swear it was on at the recently opened film house in Edinburgh. I would highly recommend that you go to the
For
film
our
house
Scottish
if you can.
listeners.
For our Scottish listeners, or just if anyone's visiting for like Fringe
Edinburgh.
or anything.
Yes,
A lot of
totally.
festivals going on in August, so go to the film house and support the film house.
Yeah.
Um,
It was like an independent cinema that
yeah, that
shut down.
went under in October 2022,
Yeah. And they finally like crowdfunded.
came back at the end of June this year.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were showing Flow.
Mm-hmm.
It was a gorgeous experience. I mean, I think I spoke about it here, but like it was an hour long, and it's just like silent, and it's just like a beautiful. I don't know. I got a lot out of it that I wasn't expecting. 8 out of the Phoenician Scheme. Underrated. I'm gonna say underrated for literally all of these movies.
I think it is underrated. I feel like it came out,
And then it
really
went.
enjoyed it, and nobody really spoke about it, and it was gone.
I think a lot of Wes's movies do that.
Yeah.
First name basis. You know.
I only know him as Mr. Anderson.
Yes, of course. Yeah, his latest movies, I don't know. I don't think they click with a general audience necessarily, and I think some people are getting tired of his shtick, which I think is reductive.
I think Wes's films do click with the general audience.
Do you?
Yeah, because they are quite whimsical and fun. I think they're quite enjoyable experiences for anyone.
Interesting.
But maybe
But do you think people go out their way to watch them?
probably not.
Like, yeah, when
Yeah.
this drops on streaming and people see,
People
oh,
will
there's
see
that.
it. But it was in, for us, not Cineworld, I don't think, and it would have been in the Picture House, so people are less likely to go to.
No,
like,
wait,
see
it was in Cineworld.
Was it in Cineworld?
Yeah.
Did we go see it in Cineworld?
Yeah.
It feels like a very not Cineworld film to me.
Yeah, I literally think the only reason it's there is because, like, he assembles these casts and he's such a well-known director.
Sure. I saw Asteroid City with you in the Picture House.
Yes, yeah.
So in my mind, I think that's
You're
just a very
associated.
Wesy place.
Yeah, it is actually. That building's quite Wesy.
Yeah.
7, I have I'm Still Here, which was the Brazilian movie. It ended up winning International Feature Film at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Really deserved. 3-hour hard movie.
3 hours long.
Yeah, it was a long movie.
Crazy.
I think. Bear with.
Oh, there was a lot in it. Yeah, there was.
Oh no. 2 hours 20.
It does feel there's a lot.
I think because it's so heavy that I felt that way.
But then there's the time jumps in it as well.
Yes. I think has one of the most gorgeous openings of a movie that's here. Just a beautiful story that really emotionally moved me. And then, should I do my 6? I'll do my.
You just go through them all.
You want me to just go through the 10?
Yeah, just go through it.
My 6. I can't believe this is here. I have Bridget Jones.
Let's go! Let's fucking go! It's so good.
Never. If I manage to time travel and tell myself, by the way, Bridget Jones might end up in your top 10
Yeah.
at the end of the year. Nah, that's not happening. That movie, we have a question on here that's like biggest surprise.
That's my answer.
I might have like some others, but it is the first one that comes to mind where I was like, why was I crying profusely in a Bridget Jones movie?
Yeah.
Like, if you've heard our review here, we're both
Cinema.
Yeah, truly massive fans of the movie. I don't think either of us are massive fans of the franchise as well, which
No.
is even more surprising. It is so deeply emotionally moving. It is like this lamentation on grief and like learning to love through it.
I've never been more thrilled to put myself through a franchise before watching a film than doing it this time.
Totally.
Because not that the franchise was dreadful, but like the first one's good, the other two, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the fourth one is unreal.
It's like I just did Jurassic Park, and you're like, oh, this, like, one of them's great, and then you slog through all this shit, and then you get to the new release, and it's like, well, this was also dog shit, so what was the point of all that?
Yeah.
Whereas that, it felt like, oh, again, going back, learning little bits of film history, because I feel like this is quite British film history.
Yeah.
And then getting rewarded with such a beautiful film. If I'm to give a single recommendation out of all this, I genuinely think it would be Bridget Jones. I think it would be the most broad appealing movie.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably the one that people have seen the least. In everywhere, well, I know the States, I'm assuming in other countries, not the UK, it's a TV movie. It didn't get a theatrical release.
Such a shame because it's quite pretty as
Yep.
well.
God, shots that are like etched in my brain from that movie, from Bridget Jones.
Yeah.
Crazy. And you also said, I can't remember what, there was an episode, you said cast the kids in something.
And the Narnia
Yes.
reboot thing.
Yeah. Great child actors, great acting all around.
Yeah.
Renée Zellweger's truly, she does something special with the role. 5, I think this might be a little low for people, but I have Sinners.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to start negative because I'm very positive on the movie. Obviously, it's at 5. I really enjoyed it. I do think it's a little overhyped in this like one of the best movies ever made kind
Agreed.
of thing. I have my flaws with it. Go listen to the Jack Stravaganza episode where I sit by myself for like 40 minutes and talk about Sinners.
If I go on holiday this year, that might have to happen again.
Oh no.
It depends if we can do like stacked episodes beforehand or something.
Not another.
Another Jack Stravaganza.
People are dreading
You
it.
probably enjoyed that quite a bit.
I didn't. It's really bad that I could speak for literally, I think it was an hour and 40.
Yeah.
No one else. Yeah, I think there's a lot to commend about the movie. I think the thing that I think of when I think of Sinners is the score. Unbelievable. Blew me away. And that specifically, I think, the central scene of that movie that everybody talks about is like one of the reasons this is as high as it is for me. I thought that was just a spectacular display of filmmaking.
Yeah.
At 4, I know this will be high for people, but I have Elio. I love that movie, and the more that I've sat with it, I think it really, really works. I don't love that I had this high when I've learned about the production history
Yeah.
behind it, because it makes me feel a bit icky.
Because we could have had even better.
Yep.
Yeah.
For those unaware, it's been another Pixar project that from higher up, they were told to cut like queer themes out of it. This has happened, I think, now with all, not Elemental, but they're
It's like 4 Pixar projects at this point.
like all recent as well, which sucks because the original director of the movie was a queer Latino man, and then he was booted off the project, and it was like rejigged into what it is. Despite all that, I still you can have corporations be like really horrible and have these horrible mandates, and yet the people who have like replaced the people still be very well intentioned, and I do think that's the case. I think one of them's the director of Turning Red. I don't think any of them will have like, well, who knows, but like maliciously replaced this man and like tried to.
No, I don't think so. I think they would have done their best at that level
Yep.
to kind of employ people that still cared about what they were making.
And I still think there's queer themes in it. The stuff with like
I
Glorden
agree.
and his dad. I think it's more subtle. And maybe that's the new filmmakers trying to weave that way in. Despite all of that, I just think it's a lovely story on like loneliness and friendship. And it does that classic thing of, I think Pixar's just really good at telling like harrowing, deep stories, but making them really, really fun and digestible. And like if you're a little older, I think you can watch these movies and get a lot out of them. Like I got a lot out of Elio, so yeah, I really enjoyed it. My number 3, I have Warfare, which like I'm really shocked by what my top 10 is. I adore Warfare. I think it's the best war movie made this century.
All right. Okay.
Which, I don't know, maybe that's a bold claim, but...
It might be. I feel like there's probably like a you don't know what you don't know there, like just forgetting one or two.
I mean, when I'm thinking about, like, other movies that I would have in that high esteem, they don't really crack this century. Saving Private Ryan was the 90s, I'm pretty sure.
Honestly, it might be like 99, 98. Like just at
Like,
the
just
very,
on the
the very
cusp.
end, yeah.
So I stand by it. But, like, I think this is better than 1917 and all these movies, and I think my primary reason for that is I've never seen such an anti-war war movie. Some people might say Come and See. I've not seen Come and See. I know that gets a lot of acclaim for like being the only anti-war movie, but this is disgusting to watch. It's not a fun watch at all. Half the movie is spent like just like living with these people, like doing like boring, mundane shit,
Right.
and then an inciting instance happens and it plays out in real time, and it's just so hard to watch, and it really speaks volumes on like the glorification of war. You know, it was made in conjunction with oh my god, what's his name, Ray Mendoza. Ray Mendoza, who was a part of this mission. He went on the mission. This is like a retelling of the people who were there and stuff. And I just think it speaks volumes having somebody like that attached with Alex Garland, who I think is a really delicate writer. And just making sure that this came across as like, you shouldn't be wanting to go and do this. Like, war is a bad thing. I mean, the messaging's not that nuanced. But I do think whenever we get war stuff or stuff that deals with like soldiers, or even the way it's advertised to us in the cinema as well, you see a lot of like Navy adverts and stuff like that.
Oh, true.
This is just so far removed from what that is, and I think it's a raw look to what this life would be like. I was blown away by it. My number 2, I have The Brutalist. I don't know what it is. Like, The Brutalist. It was a 3-hour saga. Gorgeous. One of my favourite cinema experiences I've had this year.
Did you go alone to see that? Because I went alone
I
to see it.
did go alone to see that.
Yeah, because you were ill
When
I saw The Brutalist.
I was. I
Yeah.
wasn't feeling great.
Yeah, you were dead. That was the podcast episode where you summoned all your energy from the week from that one like
That
hour
was
and a
it.
half, and then
And then I
dead.
depleted again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went by myself. Saw it in IMAX. What's maybe the most stunning movie on this list? It was absolutely gorgeous, and like people touted it as an epic. Really felt that way. Like really felt that way. I have my little issues with bits and bobs of it, but very much enjoyed it. My number 1 though is A Real Pain. I don't know if anything will
Who
top
could have
this.
seen that coming? Not me.
Why are you being sarcastic?
Yeah.
I don't know. This film's hit me in my core. I think it's gorgeous. It is right up my alley of like two people talking and their conversations just being the thing that carries it. It's a very righty movie. I like righty movies.
Yeah.
It's one of these movies that I've had conversations with people, like in-depth conversations. I had a conversation with somebody that lasted like an hour or something, and I like flipped their mind about the movie and made them see it different. I don't know. I just really connected with it. I think Jesse Eisenberg is a really wonderful writer and actually quite an interesting director. And the pair of their performances are... Kieran Culkin, I feel like doesn't get the credit he deserves. I mean, he won
that one.
He won the Oscar, didn't he?
Yeah, I think because he had like a whole funny speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think like people could be like, oh, he's like playing Roman Royer, he's really playing himself. I think he taps into something here. Mm-hmm. Just because an actor like brings their personality into a character doesn't mean that it's just them. I think what he does with this character is really something special. Have you seen it? You have the scene at dinner.
Yeah.
where like he goes off, but then also Jesse Eisenberg gets this like long scene where it's him like talking about OCD and like him like trying to like manage
Bear it
himself.
all. Yeah.
I kind of broke down. Gorgeous movie, and if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it.
So true.
But that's my 10. What about you, sir?
All right, so my 10, in no particular order. We share a lot.
Okay, I did think we would.
Yeah, so should probably not have like
I
my
just
legs
thought-
in shot.
That's gonna get clipped, though.
Yeah. Exposing my legs on camera. So, yeah, no particular order. Bridget Jones, obviously. Like, unreal. Like we said, like an absolute shocker. Like, couldn't believe that it turned out that way. You were talking about advertising for The Materialist. And it was the same thing of Bridget Jones was advertised as this, like, kind of rom-com-y, but with, like, a cougar kind of film. And it's absolutely not that at all. Like, it's a film about grief through and through. About a mother trying to like move forward with her kids and also how the kids are coping. Like it focuses on everyone, including the people outside of that core 3 as well. Absolutely fantastic.
Can I ask? Because that's the first one that you've written.
It's the first one that popped in my head. I'm not saying it's number 1.
But is that not the same thing? Like it popped into my head first. Like I think that this is the best.
It could be number 1.
Okay.
I fucking love this film.
It's a good movie. It's a great movie.
I think that's one I'll buy. I will own
Really?
this film. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I could happily like watch that every
Why
year.
is there no 4K criterion of the Bridget Jones?
Someone,
Please.
please.
What,
Someone
from the Criterion
Someone
channels
in the
listening?
Criterion collection, some higher up. I'm sending out an email after this. I also have a real pain,
Nice.
which is funny because I do think my experience of this was ruined a little because I watched it on a plane. So not it being a plane movie, because I do think that can maybe even bring up films that are maybe a bit slower or you have to really focus and dial in on things. Just because I chose to watch it, I think the first thing on the plane, and there was so much stopping and starting of like people coming along handing me food, trying to take the rubbish off of me. Like honestly, like probably like 3 times throughout this 1 hour and a half film of like the flight attendants coming up and down and interacting in some way, and I never wanted to get pulled out of a scene. So if like a scene would stop, I'd pause and wait for them to come to, and it was just like this really broken film. But yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Like it is just this really heartfelt story. It feels real. I think that's what matters. Is all of the characters feel very real. That scene specifically you're talking about at dinner is amazing.
Yeah.
I think what's also interesting is like it's not, because it is real, it's not like they try and make these characters go on like any major arcs or anything. From what I can remember, like Kieran Culkin's character ends in the same spot
Yeah.
as he started.
Yeah.
So as much as they've learned or had conversations and things, they just go back to their lives.
I it's one of the things that struck me as really powerful in that movie is you have that scene, I think it's maybe like the second last scene where they're on a roof and they have this conversation, and in a typical movie it feels like this is the bit where their emotions bubble, and then for the last act they're gonna learn from this, and they get back to the airport, and because of life
Yeah.
they get pulled away again.
Yeah, and they just have to get on with it.
I can see some people not liking that.
No, I
So,
love
like,
that.
I want a resolution, but I think that's way more realistic than
Real.
what you're saying. Yeah.
Sorry, talking about character arcs. Maybe like internally they've changed.
Oh,
but you never necessarily shown. You don't know what they're up to after that film ends. I also have We Live in Time.
Oh,
Because
because
I think that came out
this
January
year.
1st in the UK.
Yeah, I saw that. So this was part of my list. No, it was shy of my last.
Yeah, I think it might be like an honourable mention for you or something.
Because I saw it early,
Yes.
but it was a release this year technically.
Yeah, you probably saw like an... Did you go to a festival and see it? Or did
No,
you
it
see
was
it
an unlimited screening.
Yeah, I absolutely adored this film. I sobbed all the way through. I think there was just so much of it that I could like pull from real life that I could like relate to and things. I think the performances are excellent. I think Florence Pugh in this is incredible.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to see this again. I'd like such a lot of these are just such good cinema experiences that now I don't want to sit and watch them just in my home.
So fair.
Like
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
go see them in the cinema again.
Yeah.
For example, this isn't the next one I've written, but like Elio is on my list because I really enjoyed this. I don't think anywhere near as much as you, but like it is a very good animated film, and has a lot of good, very, very good themes for kids, and having something to like look to if a child could like relate to those feelings or being in that situation, and that's one that I think I would like to see in a cinema again. Like I don't necessarily want to sit and watch that on my TV at home. I think it's still in the cinema though, so I probably could go and do that if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I have 28 Years Later.
Holy shit. No. I forgot to add that to my list.
Does that mean you have an 11?
Let me just say, Saturday Night would not be on my list. That would be. That's my top 10 somewhere.
Fair. Yeah, because
Fuck, how the fuck did I miss that?
Well, I don't know. Did you just things popped into your head? Because I went through like Letterboxd and tried to find things.
Normally I add stuff when I seen it. I watched a lot in June.
Yes, you did. I am very aware.
Yeah.
28 Years Later. Again, like a good sequel. Like
Absolutely.
because there has been plenty of remakes and reboots and things this year that have been or sequels that have been absolutely dreadful.
Totally.
It's nice to see a director come back for something that he obviously cares about that he created so long ago, and I'd say pick up where he left off, sort of, because the sequel that came after his original is just kind of it still happened, but it's just we're not going to talk about it because we've moved on and gone in that direction that's more interesting, and I do think it's a direction that's more interesting. I think they've introduced stuff in this film that they're obviously going to pick up on the following ones.
Yeah.
For example, without spoilers, really, Baby. The Baby.
Oh yeah, I wonder if
It's
that
an
does come up.
interesting like concept, and I'm wondering if it's not got nothing to do with the baby, anything surrounding how that happened will come of anything in the next two films. Like it's a question because this isn't necessarily a franchise that would focus on the circumstances as much as it's just focusing on how people are dealing with the circumstances.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like, I don't think this. It's weird that they're making a trilogy in this time period because they are just like, here's a world and we're using this to explore human stories.
Yeah.
I even think that with this movie, the first bit of it is like world building and the zombie stuff, but the majority of the movie is like, let's tell a human story.
I don't even know what the first bit is because very much like
Father son. Yeah, I agree.
I also have Sinners.
You know,
I very much enjoyed it.
Yep.
It's just like a great package aside from the end. By the end I mean like the last 5 minutes, and it's still a good scene. It's just like the editing is weird. I do think it's kind of been blown out of proportion in terms of how good people think it is, and that's just because I don't know how much depth it necessarily has. It's just a really enjoyable experience.
Solid original blockbuster.
Yeah, and it is a blockbuster.
Yep. I think that is better than all the blockbusters we've had.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. The closest would be Superman, I would think, and it's better.
28 years later, if you could class it as blockbuster.
I don't know
Sinners
if I
feels
would.
way more.
28 Years Later is such a weird
It totally
cross.
Yep.
We were having this conversation before we started recording.
Yeah.
Of our local large chain cinemas would be the ones that we go see big blockbusters in, and some of the smaller ones don't have blockbusters. But the Filmhouse, which I brought up, has 28 Years Later in it because it is one of these crossover films that you would show in both, like the Phoenician Scheme as well, which I don't think you could say is a blockbuster, but it would have been in the Picture House, and also you said we saw it in Cineworld, so
It's weird. It's like when directors reach a point where they are still liked by a auteur film community, and then also the wider public. I did say though with Danny Boyle specifically, we're Scottish. He's Scottish. I imagine he has such a like imbued history in like Scotland, train spotting, all this, that they would show him in these small local cinemas anyway.
Guess we'll have to ask someone in England if they showed 28 years later.
Truly.
I mean, if it was getting shown in the Picture House,
Oh,
it would
yeah.
be shown in all the other ones.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Phoenician Scheme, that is also on my list.
Ooh.
I do also think it's quite underappreciated, and I really enjoyed. Like I said, I think it was my favorite Wes Anderson of the last three, which is your least favorite of the last three. But I think that's one of the best things about his films, is they're so dependent on taste.
Oh, absolutely.
But they are imbued with his personality.
Mm-hmm.
Personality, that is the right word, I think, because he almost dresses like a Wes Anderson character.
Yeah.
His films are very stylized, and yeah, I think this one appeals to a general audience. Of the three,
as much of those three,
yeah.
Absolutely.
So the fact that it's gone so under the radar is probably a bit weird. But then cinema's a weird beast.
Yeah.
Like, when did this come out?
May?
And do people really go see films in May?
Well, I don't know. I wish I knew the stats of the UK. I should probably look this up. The stats of the US is people go 3 times a year on average.
Very low.
It's very low.
For a country that, like, people just drive to things to sit.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
In a lot of places, not. Obviously, I went and there's, like, trails in some states and things. And America's... I'm not going to get into America. Yeah. It's like 2 very different sides of one coin. Mm-hmm. In every way. Okay, the next thing on my list is probably the one that is least likely for someone to have on their list. Mine is Thunderbolts. I really like Thunderbolts.
Interesting. Yeah.
And I think it's very underrated. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it does belong in a top 10, but like it did come into my head when I was writing this, and when I was scrolling through, I was like, of pure enjoyment and surprise, like shock value for how good it was, mm-hmm. and how much depth it did have. Mm-hmm. Even though I did say it's not got as much depth as it could, like it still manages to go into like mental health aspect of things, characters dealing with grief and being lonely, mm-hmm. and lost, and all of that in a superhero film, and then it flopped.
It's, as I said to you, I really want to rewatch it. I want to see if it really works on a rewatch. It's one that I walked away being like, huh.
I do wonder if it drags in that first, not first half, but like that bit after they go away to find Bob.
Yep.
I do wonder how that sits on a second watch.
Yeah, interested. It's near-ish my top 10 as well. Mm-hmm. So I don't think you're completely out of pocket from it there.
Yeah. And my other one, which is definitely not 10. Obviously I said this wasn't in order and it isn't, but just because it's come last, is definitely not the last, mm-hmm. of the list. The Brutalist.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I came away ranting and raving about that because the review for that was from me. And yeah, the film looked stunning.
Yep.
I still can't not... Like the images of when he does that room, that office, and he opens all of the walls and they become like the windows, and
just
with
the chair,
the light in. Yeah, it's stunning.
Yeah,
seared into my brain.
Yep.
That also just a film with great performances as well.
Mm-hmm. Something
that feels quite real too. Just I love when you sit in a film that doesn't feel like a film. A lot of these films, a lot of these films are like Thunderbolts. You're watching a superhero film, but like The Brutalist or A Real Pain or even Bridget Jones and We Live in Time, like you're sitting with people being people, mm-hmm. And I love that.
Ding dong, Owen, ding dong.
Yeah.
So we have a very similar top 10.
Yeah.
If I was to sub out Saturday Night, which I should have done, I'm actually really annoyed myself. Well, I have we have 3 different.
Probably only that, yeah. So I have Thunderbolts. We Live in Time. That's it now. Because you had The Brutalist, The Phoenician Scheme, Elio, Sinners, 28 Years Now, A Real Pain, and Bridget Jones.
That's...
So only have 2 different.
That's 7. No?
Have I not got 10 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I only have 9 films here. That's crazy. I didn't write a 10th film. Maybe I just didn't think there was one worth being on the list.
Whoa.
No, honestly, one of the ones that stood out to me when you were reading off yours is probably I'm Still Here. Because that was very good. Although that one was one where I got to the end of it, and I remember feeling a bit bloated.
I do remember you.
And the
being
weird
like
time jumpy stuff. I wasn't. I remember you being like this.
No. I just remember our conversations after the movie.
No, my number 10's a Minecraft movie.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey. Probably I'm Still Here.
Nice. I was gonna like rattle off honorable mentions, but I just think we'll get to that with some of the other questions. Next question I have is the worst film of the year.
There's so many.
I know. I actually could do a top 10 worst.
This is the one where like I have like this list,
Yeah.
and then I'd written like a couple for the worst, and then I've written stuff around it for other questions, and then more bad films kept up, so they kept getting crammed in. Like there's just this bubble on the page that's just like really horrible films.
Incredible.
I'm gonna rattle off a couple.
Go.
We have definitely your least, probably your least favorite, The Electric State.
Actually, not.
Is it Lilo and Stitch?
No.
Right, those two.
Can I just say, sorry, Lilo and Stitch. I have 55 movies that I've seen this year so far. Lilo and Stitch is 37.
Fucking hell. Right, a Minecraft movie.
That's
bad, but I think this is the highest of the no, maybe not the highest of the ones that I've got. Karate Kid Legends, awful. Captain America, also awful. Jurassic World is probably the highest on this list of quality wise. And those are the bad films that I've written down.
Okay. The Electric State is my third least. And if people listen to our review of that, that movie's bad.
Yeah, so this speaks volumes to how bad some of the films have been.
I then have Karate Kid Legends.
Yeah.
Because I got absolutely nothing out of that movie, and I sat and I
just whiplash the whole way through.
Yep. The songs, there was absolutely nothing to sink your teeth into.
Karate Kid 2010 was on some channel last night. My dad was flicking through channels.
Yeah.
I stood there for 5 seconds. I was like, oh, this is a film.
Yep.
Like, it's a genuine film, and that one got bashed at the time. And compared to Karate Kid Legends, it's cinema. Jackie Chan's character in that is like broken. He's like a real person.
Yes.
In Karate Kid Legends, he's just like a funny caricature man. It's so strange.
It's so weird. I also think that movie's underrated.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
This movie put all. So I watched the original for the first time, and then watched Legends. And my idea was to go back and like watch that franchise. I didn't, because I was like, this is pointless.
Yep.
It's that whole thing of what we were talking about earlier of like watching a franchise to then lead up to something good.
And if it doesn't,
then why am I investing in a franchise? The worst movie I have is a movie called Fountain of Youth. I think it was like just sheer and utter like disappointment. Guy Ritchie making a movie that was with Natalie Portman and John Krasinski.
Yeah.
And it being about the Fountain of Youth, which I'm a massive fan of On Stranger Tides.
Which is wild.
Where I don't really want to rewatch it, but I like that movie anyway. That deals with the Fountain of Youth. I like the idea of the Fountain of Youth as well. Natalie Portman and John Krasinski played the most insufferable people I've ever met. Their dialogue is, they're siblings, but they're just at each other, and like not in a fun Marvel humor way, but they try to be, but instead they're just fucking annoying. Some of the worst editing I've ever seen. I've never been more bored in my life. I watched it with my family, and I genuinely think I said about 4 times, when is this going to end?
Valid. I've not seen it, so
yeah, really bad. I guess I'll just rattle off some of the other. Those are my bottom 3, but some of the others working up the way. Snow White, bad. So bad that Owen didn't finish it.
I also didn't want to include it on my list. I don't think, because I didn't finish it. Like
that's fair.
Yeah.
I respect you for that.
Yeah.
Another Simple Favor. I'm not a fan of A Simple Favor. Another Simple Favor is they don't understand.
I don't even know if I know what this is.
It's a movie that came out years ago with Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively that people are like, this is camp and it's fun, and Yeah, yeah. Here I have, which I respect the concept, but I just thought it was a dire movie.
Yeah, fair enough. I wouldn't have it in this lot though. I feel like it still tried to be something.
That's fair. I respect that, but I didn't.
Fair enough.
You're Cordially Invited, which was a Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon movie.
Uh-huh.
I was really... Was I hungover or was I tired? There was some reason I watched this, and I like the entire time I was just like, why the fuck have I put this on? The point that my mum came in and was like, why are you watching this?
Oh.
It's like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It was just a bad rom-com. Mountainhead, which was a movie directed and written by the guy who made Succession, dealing with like tech, finance, like big tech people. I was so looking forward to this. Utter garbage. Does not understand that world. Writes these characters in just a horrendous way. Bad. Minecraft movie, Y2K, Captain America.
Yeah.
All bad.
Understood.
I genuinely think that like there's maybe about 20 movies out of the 55 that I've seen that I'm just like, bad.
That's really sad.
Yeah, it really is. I'm happy looking at the top. The bottom was like, ugh.
Well, okay.
So,
Most disappointing film of the year.
yeah. I have a few that I could say for this.
I just have one.
Oh, do you want to go for your one?
Yeah. Because I honestly at this point really don't get all that excited for films. I just kind of wait and see what happens with them.
Yeah.
Like for example, like Superman and Fantastic Four. I did get a little bit hyped for Superman, but that was only like the week before.
Yeah.
And the run for marketing was pretty good and things. Mission Impossible.
Okay, I thought it was yeah.
Yeah, just because even though I'd been disappointed by the one before it,
Yeah.
like you said, it must have had that underlying feeling of like this could be good.
Yeah.
Like they could stick the landing here, and they didn't.
And I don't think it's horrible. I respect the stunts.
Oh yeah, that's the bit.
But it's like,
That's
yeah,
the
the
good bit.
story surrounding it is so disappointing.
Yeah.
No, I'm there with you. That's one of my disappointing movies.
Just frustrating, really.
Frustrating is a good word.
Frustrating because they could have ended it at Fallout, and I would have been happy.
Yeah.
It's a better ending for the franchise.
Yes, it is.
It's so much more character driven.
The first act of this movie is so disappointing. It's like a recap and
They just want to get you to the point where they can start doing action.
yes, yeah.
And it's horrendous.
Yeah, I'm completely there with you. Completely agree. I have like this little camp of movies that I enjoyed, but I am disappointed by it altogether. Mission Impossible, Mickey 17. I do enjoy that movie. I think it's hard not to be disappointed when you are coming off of like Parasite.
Yeah,
And
this was the first one after Parasite.
First one after Parasite, and it's
Yeah.
sci-fi with Robert Pattinson,
Yeah.
and I like those things.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that I was a little disappointed with Nosferatu.
Oh, did you get yourself quite? Were you quite looking forward to that?
I just expected more.
Right.
I think when we reviewed it, we were like, specifically me, I'll speak for myself, but I was lower on it than most people were at the time. I think people have come a little bit down on it since. I don't know, I just didn't love the performances and everything. I just felt a little disappointed with that movie. That might be it.
All right. Well, that's better than the bad film.
Yeah, totally.
Category.
Maybe the only other thing I'd chuck in there would be Ballerina. But again, I enjoyed it. But I was a little like...
Yeah, expecting a little bit more.
I enjoy the John Wicks a lot more. The most surprising film. Do you have an answer for this?
We should be clear. These were your questions to me that
Yes.
we've both answered.
Yes.
My most surprising film. My iPad's gonna die.
No.
Is Bridget Jones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Snap.
Yeah.
I Snap. Also, I do want to give a shout out to K-pop Demon Hunters.
Which I haven't seen yet, but I really want to see.
Okay. I was gonna say, so you've heard about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it on Netflix and I thought, this could be one of those films that is actually quite good. I wonder if it is. And then, like the following week, I started to see stuff. It took a while for it to gain a bit of steam, I think.
I'm surprised that was your reaction to seeing it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Because my reaction was, what, another random shitty animated
I think it's because it was
series?
promoed at the top or something. It wasn't like it was hidden away or anything. Like, it just felt like it could be something.
For anybody that doesn't know, it's like Sony Animation Studios' latest movie. Like, their follow-up to Across the Spider-Verse, which is mad.
Yeah.
It's not as good as Mitchell's versus the Machines, but it's in that league of just like really decent animated movies that just got dumped on a streaming service. So, but yeah, Bridget Jones really is the answer to that.
It is the answer. She is the blueprint.
She is the blueprint. Do you want to, before we go to the TV stuff, do you want to wrap up this film? I just think I have one more. Oh, performances.
It's funny because my answers are geared towards films, but performances, I mean, you could have said TV as well, right?
I guess
that
we can
changes
go
things
to that.
for me.
Yeah, stick on film and then we'll move to TV. Because that also does change things for me as well.
Okay. Well, best performance. I actually struggled with the performance questions.
Interesting.
So I just went with Florence Pugh, in We Live in Time.
Okay, good performance.
Yeah, again, feels really real to me. And then what I wrote was Florence Pugh, We Live in Time ? Just Florence Pugh.
So everything Florence Pugh's been in ever.
Yeah. I mean, she's two of the things on my list have Florence Pugh in it.
Yeah.
And she is the standout with Thunderbolts.
Oh, she's
as well.
so good as Yelena. Yeah.
So just Florence Pugh.
Cool. I actually don't know about this question. First thing that pops to mind is Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain. Shocker, he won an award for that movie.
Man, what a basic answer.
I actually think that's what I'll...
No, that's fine. I think that's like the right one.
Renée Zellweger is great in Bridget Jones.
True. Very true.
Like, really good. Also, just to shout out this movie... Oh, actually, sorry. I'll shout out this. The Seed of the Sacred Fig. All of the actors in that movie, because I think it was like one of their first movies for a lot of the actors, they're great in that movie. Also, most surprising, Black Bag. It just misses out my top 10. That movie is so good. Well worth the watch. Because I remember us looking at trailers and being like, this doesn't look great.
Sorry, I really want to go see it after you raved about it.
Yeah.
Didn't get a chance. So now I will have to watch that on TV somewhere.
I hope it works. But yeah, that would be my best. Do you have a worst?
Oh, yeah.
I have a worst.
They're probably different. Maybe. I think the kids in a Minecraft movie. So, Emma Myers and Sebastian Eugene Hansen. I think specifically Emma Myers, but unfortunately that's because she gets the worst lines.
It's truly.
So there's no way of her bringing them up. She says something about saving her brother because he's the only family she's got, or she's the only family he's got.
Yeah.
And then someone behind us went womp womp. So
She really captured an audience.
I think speaks volumes to that. Is like I said, a lot of that is based on the script as well, but they weren't doing anything with what they were given.
The scene where she's like, oh, this, I don't even know. He just like manages to build stuff in this world. How do I do it? And she just like picks up a rock and throws it.
Truly awful.
Oh, very valid. Mine's is 1,000,000,000% Gal Gadot and Snow White.
Yeah, so that was going to be my pick, but I thought, do you know what? She's still encapsulating that character.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
I still think that's... She still gets the point across, even though it's bad. Whereas these two are just nothing.
No, you don't get to say that. You didn't suffer through the whole movie. No.
Alright.
where she hands Snow White a little crystal dagger. Go ahead, kill me.
I've seen that bit.
That's
think.
the end of the movie.
I swear I've seen that. Did I see a clip on TikTok or something?
Why are you on Snow White TikTok? Oh God. Yeah, I'd like to scour through and say, oh, maybe this, maybe something more interesting. That 1000% is my answer.
Great.
And then I just had about like best worst score. I just watched out Sinner's score.
Okay, good. Because I went, I don't know how to answer these fucking... I have Sinners question mark.
Yeah.
And for worst score, no idea in all capitals.
The Brutalist has a good score.
Yeah, sure. Damn, you okay?
Yeah.
You thought of the Brutalist and you thought of being ill again.
Wow, thanks.
I have... Actually, I couldn't answer those very easily, but I have a lazy category where I have Jurassic World and How to Train Your Dragon.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's very valid. I like that.
Because, like, you have... And on the flip side of that, because people are maybe like, oh, well, if you're continuing a franchise, or like, it makes sense for them to be the same. But Superman has essentially the same score, but they've just revitalized it.
Yep. Totally. Superman actually in that conversation for a score. Really good score.
Yeah, I had to rewatch it to pay attention again.
Fair. The Brutalist, such a good score. Man, I really want to rewatch Brutalist. Oh well. Shows.
Right. We're not doing all of these for...
No. I just had best worst show.
Best... I think you just have best show. Oh no, you have worst show. Oh. Yeah, so again, I haven't watched a lot of shows. So, my best show is Andor. Closely followed by Severance.
Fair.
And then for my worst show... I don't think I need to go into depth in these. I feel like we've done
We
these to
have...
death.
Yeah, I mean... There is... Both of those shows... We have unpacked episode by episode.
Yeah, and Andor, like...
Oh no, Severance we didn't.
Severance...
We have a review up for Severance though.
Did we do a halfway point for that or no?
No.
Whatever. Andor, I thoroughly enjoyed talking about from week to week, and I can remember
totally.
like the feeling I had watching that show.
Yep.
The worst, I was like, I don't think I've watched any specifically bad TV this year. I have The Last of Us season 2. That's the worst TV I've watched this year.
Worse than Doctor Who.
Oh my god, Doctor Who.
Okay.
That was just completely out of my mind. I forgot about Doctor Who.
Yeah. Forgettable.
Yeah. Okay, it's Doctor Who.
Valid.
That actually is bad. Because I didn't think The Last of Us 2 was bad. But Doctor Who is bad.
Is bad, yeah. So fair. My top three: Andor, The Bear, Severance. The Bear season 4.
I watched, because I'm really far behind this show, I watched season 3, episode 1.
Gorgeous.
Lovely.
Yes.
And I'm like, is the rest of the season close to this?
Yeah.
Is this why people complained about it? Like, because not all that's happening. It's just wonderful.
I think if you enjoy that episode, it sets you up really well to enjoy season 3 and 4.
Okay, excellent. I think people are insane.
Yep.
Without having watched season 3 yet.
See, the way it's... I don't even actually want to spoil the way it's structured. Phenomenal season. Andor and the Bear, to me, are both these seasons specifically, are 5 stars.
Cool.
Like, you cannot get any better.
Man, 5 out of 10, that's really low.
Really low. I have slight issues with Severance, that's why that's not in that.
Alright.
But it's very close.
Alright.
Just to shout out a few other shows, because I have watched so many. Hacks. If anybody hasn't seen Hacks, best comedy on TV right now. Comedy that makes you feel as well.
Mm-hmm.
The penultimate episode of this season, they kind of reach a climax with like character relations, and the payoff, I was like, fucking hell. I was getting choked up on like what is essentially a comedy show. Highly recommend it. The White Lotus season 3 was great. Invincible season 3 was also really good.
I liked it.
Okay, differing opinions there. The Rehearsal season 2, one of the most creative things I've seen on TV. I've watched a lot of good TV actually now that I'm going through this.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Big Boys, I will forever shout out that show.
Yeah, I finished it and then text you whilst sobbing. Very good show.
one of these British dramas that just encapsulates what it's doing so perfectly. It's 3 seasons, 6 episodes, 20 minutes each, and it manages to tell such a like profound story over that short period of time.
Yeah, that last episode's just, knocks the wind out of you.
One of those like, I don't even know if it's like comparable to anything where like other shows have done.
No, I don't think so. I think that felt quite fresh.
Yeah.
I don't think I can think of anything off the top of my head that is even close to that. Because the show it fits into a sort of box of those kind of like university comedies in a way.
Which is not a lot of.
Not a lot of them. Like Fresh Meat's one that kind of is that sort of vibe, but it tells a very different story. And it gets to that last episode in it. That's very different in itself.
Yep. And then I'll shout out Overcompensating and Adults. 2 shows that I think are... Honestly, of all the shows on this list, like shows that I'll probably go back and... Well, I have went back and rewatched both of them. So like...
Yeah. So you're going to do it again?
I probably will. They've captured humour for this generation, I think, so wonderfully. Overcompensating, like, leans into millennial, but I feel like they're poking fun at millennial humour. I like millennial humour, sue me.
Yeah, you give millennial vibes.
Worst shows I've seen, the 4 seasons was enormously disappointing. Tina Fey's new show has like Coleman Domingo, Steve Carell, Tina Fey. It's boring as fuck and it's not well written in my opinion. Mythic Quest, which I don't know if people know about this show. It's one that I just like wanted to finish because I've been watching it. It was a collaboration initially with Ubisoft to make a workplace comedy set in a gaming like company.
That's interesting.
The first season's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then every season after it just gets progressively worse.
How many seasons are there?
4. And get this. I was late catching up to this. So when I watched season 4, interesting ending. I think they're going to set up for a season 5. Saw a TikTok that was like, the show's been cancelled. And they're going to retroactively be replacing the ending of the final episode of season 4 with something else to give viewers a satisfying conclusion. Little did I know, because... And in the TikTok, the guy's like, this will happen next week. I just thought that TikTok was in real time. Little did I know, because I had watched it later than everybody, I watched the altered ending. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but this ending, like, is 2 people and they go to sit at different desks and they go and they work with each other. That's the ending I was presented. The ending that they had was these 2 characters kissing, which does not make sense for the show, but it was like set up for another season.
Yeah. That
they just scrubbed off of Apple TV Plus and replaced with this new ending. I just think that's wild that you can do that.
Yeah.
You might have watched a show, then been unaware that they changed the ending of it. Weird.
It is weird how you can watch stuff now and be unaware of changes, because they did that with Stranger Things. They went back through and like updated it for, I don't know, I'm making this up, because of when we got to season 4 with Vecna, did they not go through and add some like bits of audio and like random... I
don't know about this.
They also had to fix the in season 2, you know, the video cam footage that they have. I think the Hobbit man, the Lord of the Rings man, what the hell's that guy's name? The guy who's in the Goonies. He has the camera.
I know.
He gives it to Will, and they're running around recording like their trick or treating venture. Yes. But they had to change the time at the bottom left because it was Will's birthday and they celebrated his birthday.
Okay.
So that is a change I think that did happen.
See, but then I think that's fine because that's like communication between, I don't know, a graphics team and whatever. What is that guy's name? Because Joyce fucking screams his name. Bob. There we go. Fun. And Daredevil. Poo poo show. Poo 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 poo. Such a disappointing. That's my most disappointed. Fucking hell. Anyway. Again, go to the Jackstravaganza if you want to see me complain about that show.
God, is that how far back that was?
Yeah. Crazy.
We have Oh, you kind of wanted to talk about best and worst performances.
Oh, just essentially just to shout out
Mon
every
Mothma.
woman in Andor.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah, fair.
Mon
Mama.
Mon Mothma gives. I genuinely have been like debating this in my brain. The best performance I've seen on TV.
Ever.
Up there at like top 5 at least.
Valid.
I think she's spectacular, and the fact that she's not been nominated for an Emmy pisses
I
me
think
off.
that might be the best performance I saw this year. Was hers.
Oh, I would agree. Yeah, all those women in Andor, Elizabeth DeLau.
I thought you were going to be like, all those woke. I don't know where you would be going with it, but...
All of them are spectacular. I think Carmi and why am I using his character name? Jeremy Allen White. Carmi. Jeremy Allen White and Ira Dabiri in this season of The Bear. In every season of The Bear, but in this season especially, they're both great. And Britt Lower in Severance. I think specifically her, because her innie and her outie are so different. I think she plays it really well.
Excellent. I have questions for you now. So yeah, these are questions I was going to spring on you, but they're not... they're just like general conversation. I'm not going to... I mean, some of them are best, but like, we'll just yap about random stuff. I don't need any structured answers, Jack. You don't need a top 10 here, it's fine. I have a best outfit that you've seen this year. And this can be... Because I wanted these to be like cinema and TV adjacent. So like this can be within anything you've watched, or it could be like red carpet.
Oh no, you're opening it up too much.
Okay, let's talk about in a film.
Yeah. Because then, like, I'm thinking, well, the Met Gala... it would just be the Met Gala.
Yeah, I think it probably would.
No, you can't do that to me. My brain started racking, like, red carpets.
Forget the red carpets, Jack.
Sorry.
Go to cinema.
Rachel Zegler's dress in Snow White.
Yeah, that's the disgraceful answer.
No, I kid. I truly kid. Do you have an answer for this?
I don't think I do have an answer for this. Best outfit. What have we watched?
Right, I'm gonna rattle. In line with character, I really like the way that Lois Lane is dressed in Superman.
True.
I think that's like really interesting visual storytelling, because she doesn't get a ton of time to like display her character. I think they do a lot with like her acting, but also how she's dressed.
Yeah.
Oh, my answer. Kate Blanchett in, honestly everybody, but Kate Blanchett specifically in Black Bag.
Okay.
She's wearing this like leather coat that is top tier. And all of the tailoring in The Brutalist. There's really lovely tailoring.
You could see the twins in Sinners.
That is actually good.
The use of colour, I think, to differentiate them.
Yeah, and this being like they've come into money a bit, so like the colour is like emblematic of them having a little bit more money, like having strong colour like that. That's a good shout. Oh, everything Mon Mothma wears in Andor.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing that popped into my head.
Like, specifically, I think the episode where Elizabeth DeLau is trying to like get the voice recording thing out, and she's taking Krennic around that room, and she's in like this like royal like regalia. That or her wedding.
Yeah, the dancing
outfit.
Yeah.
Give me flappy arms. Give them. Yeah, they're maybe... Am I missing something? I feel like you're looking at me like I'm missing something.
No, it's just funny. It's just funny seeing you like flap because they gave you like too open a question.
It really was open.
Do you have a red carpet one that you want to shout out? You only get one.
Oh no. I'm silent for like an hour. See, I want to say something, but I actually don't think it's... Can I say 2?
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks.
You're only allowed 2. No?
Jonathan Bailey I respect the way that he did the press tour for Jurassic World. We spoke about this. It was like he did references to different paleontologists.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't think any of the outfits were specifically that great. Nicholas Hoult, in everything that he wore on the Superman press tour.
Cool.
The tailoring of his shit is so good.
I thought maybe you'd mention like Coleman Domingo.
If I start going into like Met Gala stuff, that's different.
You just get lost in it.
Well, yeah, because that's the fashion event.
Yeah, sure.
The red carpets are slightly different. So that would be my red carpet answer. Like Nicholas Hoult specifically looks
awesome.
Great.
Do you have a best cinema experience of this year, or a worst one? And they might be tied because I know what mine's is.
Is your best and worst Minecraft?
Yeah. What an absolute clusterfuck of like this
Great
like it was really enjoyable and like really funny having people scream at the screens, but also being like, is this gonna go too far? Having fucking sweets thrown at me, whilst before like just as the film was starting. Yeah, you just never know how rowdy it's gonna get, but I think it was the perfect amount.
Yeah, that will forever be with me as a cinema experience. I maybe would say it's best for what that movie was as well. Fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Have I seen anything in 4DX this year? No, I don't think
Only me.
so. Yeah, only.
No, you have, but not. This ties to another question.
Ooh.
No, was Jurassic Park last year?
It was last year. We looked this up because it's been ages.
Right.
I'm gonna just go with Minecraft. I really did enjoy our Superman experience. That was a nice crowd. Actually, having seen it a second time, the crowd was not like laughing and into it as much as that first time. Like we really had a nice crowd there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those would be my answers.
I have best merch here, like things related to films that have come out, and the one that I've written is popcorn bucket ?
Oh, can I give an answer that's not even out yet?
Yeah, go for it.
Have you seen the Freaky Friday popcorn buckets?
No, I haven't.
They're genius. They're tacky, but they're genius.
Yeah.
One is a soda cup. For all my American listeners. But like, so it looks like a soda cup.
Yeah.
It looks like it's got soda on the top with a straw.
Yeah.
But you take that off and it's a popcorn bucket. The popcorn bucket looks like it's got popcorn, but you stick a straw in it and it's a soda bucket.
Brilliant.
Genius.
Yeah. I hope they're selling those together. Remember we went into the Odeon and they had like a Superman package?
Yes.
They should do that for that.
Totally. Otherwise, the Superman buckets have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you have an answer for this?
No, but one just... I mean, I'm wearing this. So that's not where my head was when I wrote that question, but like, represent Superman. Also, what popped in my head just now is the... and I've not got them or anything, I've barely seen them, but the Agatha All Along tarot cards finally came out. So those exist somewhere in the world, and I'm sure they're very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I can
No, I can't think of anything. Nothing's like...
best
cool.
merch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any clothes? I guess there's loads of tie-ins with...
There is tie-ins, but...
They're really cool. There's like Fantastic Four jumpers that are at like Hot Topic in America.
Yeah.
Which you just can't get here because people hate the UK.
I'd like to see how they look, though. They look good or not. Who knows?
I can't tell you, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And my last thing, really good films that you've seen this year that are not from this year. So like, for example, like last year, your introduction to the original Jurassic Parks, which is crazy.
I know it truly is bad.
So for example, like I just saw Fire Island recently, which is like a queer retelling of Pride and Prejudice. On Fire Island for anyone who's not seen it, and I absolutely loved that. I know it was a film that you loved already prior for like probably a couple of years now since you've seen that.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what I was going into. Just came away being like, oh, I should have seen this earlier. There's nothing off the top of my head that I think that I've really missed out on that I've watched this year and was like, oh, I can't believe I've not watched this film from decades ago?
I could rattle off so many. That's the weird
That's
thing.
that's fine. I said films, so
I watched a film called Maurice recently as part of like a Pride Monthly watch, which was a movie from the 80s by James Ivory, who is the man who wrote the screenplay to Call Me By Your Name. And it is about like, I don't know, the way that Edwardian, is that what Edwardian society would have been? Yeah, Edwardian society would have like felt about queer relationships at the time and the way that people felt about themselves and then going in different directions. It's a gorgeous movie. I watched Her for the first time this year.
oh yeah,
And I felt like that is more apt than ever.
Sure.
Truly like quite like harrowing how close we are to that.
Yep.
And I watched Before Sunrise.
Which I really want to see. I was also talking about that surprise the other night.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous movie that I just wrote quotes and quotes and quotes down from, that I was just like, wow, this hit. And I'm actually quite glad. I'm planned to follow up that trilogy, but I've taken my time with it, which I'm glad I'm spacing it out. I don't know, maybe like that's it actually. Like I'm looking at every movie that I've rated between 4 and 5,
Yeah.
and so far this year that's it, and that shocks me.
So we watched Pride together as well, which
I-
was our first time for both of us watching it.
Yeah.
Was pleasantly surprised at that. It just kind of, I feel like something that is very good that just went under the radar.
Yes.
Because I'd seen the poster for it on Netflix years ago and it just like disappeared. It's essentially about the obviously like Pride protests way back when people were trying to get rights for the LGB community back then.
Mm-hmm.
And then also there were plenty of minor strikes because Thatcher, watch my language there, and yeah, it was just this beautiful story between the connection between those two groups. So we highly recommend that. Also, I went to see La Haine on Monday, which is a French film from 30 years ago now.
Crazy.
Yeah. Didn't know La Haine meant hate in French. And that is the underlying theme of that film is hate.
Shocking.
And just like again, very competent. I feel like I've watched like a lot of not great films because blockbuster season can be like exhausting if we try and go and see everything. That is just a lot of garbage remakes and reboots and things.
Mm-hmm.
So watching something like that was like a nice palate cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say competent, it's just like sometimes when you're watching camera work, it's like incredible. That is an instance of someone not using the floaty cam, but you still know exactly where you are because of the way everything is shot.
Yeah, it's a really famous scene from that movie that's used in a lot of edits. Him like closing a mirror.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do remember a mirror scene, and I love this scene. It's where he's doing like the reference to Taxi Driver.
Oh, makes sense. Yes, I mean I've only seen it as part of edits.
I don't remember him closing the mirror, so I don't know if that's the same scene or a different one.
Or maybe it's not.
But what I remember specifically about that is him doing the "What are you talking to me?" bit from that film, and you're looking over his shoulder through the mirror at him, so it's focused on this character on the other side of the mirror, and then he like ducks down to wash his face or whatever, and we go through the mirror. So when he comes back
that's
up,
what it is.
yeah.
No, yeah.
And
that's exactly what it is. It's when he comes back up.
And it's just the whole thing of like having a mirrored set and having like two actors and only having shooting behind one of the actors, and it was just like so cool to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably my top choice, I guess.
More older movies in cinemas, truly.
Yeah. Funny saying that's older though, because it's 1995.
But it still is. I would class older as like a decade ago. I mean, I completely forgot about this. One of the cinema experiences I had this year is I saw The Social Network in the cinema.
I can't call these things older.
No, that is older.
I can't do that.
But it's an older movie.
You could, I mean, but the line is where you choose to draw it.
True. I basically just want to say that was a cool experience watching that with people.
That qualified the film that's not this year. Yeah, Social Network.
Yeah.
Great.
Mark.
One of the main actors in Lahane I could recognize, and I didn't know where from.
Vincent Cassel.
I think that is his name. Do you know where?
Huge French act. I couldn't name where you know him from.
He's in Westworld.
Oh,
season
fair.
3.
Yeah.
So like that's how I knew his face, because I was like, I know this. That's
hilarious.
Face.
That's how you know him.
Well, he's in like some big films. I just
huge.
I've seen
but French cinema, like.
I think there are a couple mainstream ones. I can't. The letterbox on this is shit compared to the phone.
Oh, I really like the desktop version.
Give me a moment. Where the fuck are the actors? I'm done. I can't be bothered.
Okay. Is that... The actors are just like on, like they list them under the movie.
Oh, you're so right. I went to the crew bit. Sorry, he's in Black Swan and Shrek, and the Ocean's films. So he's in like a lot of actual mainstream Western cinema as well. Just things that I haven't seen, because it's Ocean's 12 and 13, and I've seen 11.
I've seen 8.
Good for you. I've not seen Black Swan.
Which is a crime when you're... That's in my 4 favourites.
That's in your top 4?
Yes. Oh,
did you change your top 4?
I flipped it out. I think I flipped out recently.
And then Shrek, you obviously don't see this man's face. Don't think that's a surprise to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a film called Irreversible, which is another French film. Yeah. Very popular. I'm out of questions, but we do have another question.
Whoa, one more final question to end it all.
That's not from me. That I accidentally almost read this morning, so.
Wow, you little cheater.
The question...
Hope it's a question about the Smurfs movie.
The question is, which film has your favourite cinema popcorn bucket / cup?
Oh, wow, okay.
What ideas do you have for such souvenirs for films that have already been released and any upcoming films? And then there's a message after that just says epic.
Dune. Easy, one and done.
But do you have any ideas for...
The Dune popcorn bucket is the best popcorn bucket though, yeah?
The Deadpool Wolverine one.
Very fun.
Yeah.
I just don't think that was a sensation. The idiot that made that. Whoever made that has started this like road that we're on now to every blockbuster needing a popcorn bucket like that. Because a decade ago it was like you get a cool collector's tin with like some artwork.
It's still like that here, I think.
Some. But the big blockbusters, it's like, yeah, get this fucking Lilo and Stitch head that you can like jam your hand into. Like,
do you have any ideas for such? I think my answer would be the Deadpool Wolverine one off the top of my head.
Okay, nice.
Because it was following up on that trend.
Yep.
But being so on the nose about it, and I thought it was brilliant.
Totally.
Souvenirs for films that have already been released and any upcoming films. So I guess we could just get a choice to make a souvenir for different films.
Again, I really only want popcorn buckets for blockbusters. I don't think like.
I think
else needs it.
The Alphabet's hat would be a good popcorn bucket.
That's weirdly what popped into my head. That's really weird you said that. It was the thing that popped into my head. It was a cup.
See, I think you could have it so like you could tip it upside down and have it as a popcorn bucket. And obviously maybe you'd have to have it so like the pointy bit like folds out, so you just have like a flat bit so you could rest it somewhere.
Yeah.
Or like you could push it in or something just to create like that. So they can sit on a table and you don't have to hold it the whole time. Because that'd be miserable. You could never put your popcorn bucket down. Or you wear it when you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, the other blockbusters this year, like Avatar and that.
Ooh, let's think about this. Right. So what could Avatar be? You just get a Navi clone
Like
of
a
yourself,
Navi, yeah.
full size.
Like,
The gimmick is that you just walk away with the clone.
it's literally just a popcorn bucket with a tail.
It's just, again, I think popcorn buckets you can become very weird very quickly.
Totally, absolutely.
Uh,
What are the other big blockbuster movies?
we had like F1 come out and things.
Oh, Wicked. Wait. You could do, like, because it's going into Wizard of Oz stuff, you could have, like, Tin Man,
The
Lion.
Tintin.
Yes. I don't know.
Let me get the list out. What did we?
That's the two that we had. It would be, like I really don't know. I'm not a massive. Oh, do you know what? Something I'd like if they ever make a Green Lantern movie, the lanterns that they carry.
Oh, it's so smart.
I'd love that.
That's a great one. Yeah, that's that. They'd really miss out if they didn't do something like that. I
Yeah,
think.
and also like easy if depending on what the movie is, if you have different lantern cores, being like collect the different colors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god, fucking James Gunn, hire me.
I miss such a basic one is like good posters, or for example,
Absolutely.
I have stuck up collectible tickets which are just posters from Across the Spider-Verse. There were those rectangles about yay big and they were double sided. They're stuck up on my like shelves, and I was looking at them the other day and I was like, why don't we have? Moving away from that, just get me like an old style cinema ticket like our logo. Because when I went to the film house, I had my ticket and then I saw the screens and I was like, I could print my ticket. And in my mind, I was like, they would have the forethought to make this collectible thing. I went up, tried to print my ticket, the machine didn't work.
Oh.
And then I went to the desk and I was like, this machine doesn't work. Can I just use that? I should just use that one, right? But I was letting them know that one of them didn't work of the two.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I just print it here. And just prints out a receipt with a QR code on it. Like,
Oh.
I want like old fashioned tickets. If I opened a cinema, they would have old fashioned tickets.
When I lived in Paris,
Yeah.
for that little bit,
Yeah.
there's I think it's called the Jewish Quarter. There's a bunch of independent cinemas that show like old movies and stuff, and I have my ticket stubs from all of them. They just keep the old tickets. That is such a right. Say you don't want to print tickets or whatever for everybody. That is a great marketing push to be like, hey, come opening weekend, you get a physical collectible ticket.
Yeah, and then you could make them like the Spider-Man collectible tickets. Just make them smaller and like they could still be cardboard, but they just be that style.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really like that idea. We'll send some emails. We'll do that.
Yeah, after I send an email to who was I going to send?
Criterion Collection.
Yes,
for
the
Bridget Jones
4.
Yep. Well, that was another fantastic.
We have something to talk about that we've kind of already spoken about.
Oh no! What?
Just in our everyday lives. The Odyssey decided to put up early tickets
Oh yeah.
for IMAX
Yeah.
screenings, and all of that got sold out extremely quickly.
Yep. Immediately.
Yeah, which I think one is cool because it's like event cinema and things, but also it just sucks because people can't get tickets.
Yeah. But yeah, yes and no. It's like every IMAX screen that can show 70mm.
A year before,
Yeah, I know.
and there's like scalpers reselling the tickets.
That's the annoying bit.
And what I do think sucks is like, yes, we don't have enough of those screens, but you can't build more because cinema doesn't perform well enough outside of a lot of these big event landmark times. So you just have like this weird scenario where like when these come along, it's really hard to go and watch the films.
Yeah.
I do wonder what it's going to be like for us trying to get tickets for the opening weekend. Or
I think we'll be fine up here, but like, do you remember when we tried to get tickets to go to the BFI in London, and it's like every single thing was sold out.
Yeah.
So who knows? We were having conversations prior to this happening of like not knowing if the Odyssey was going to perform. I hate to say that this is an indication that it is going to perform because I think it's film fans that are buying it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is a great marketing push of people being like, wow, they
Do you
sold out a year in advance.
Do you think it's not going to perform?
My whole reasoning behind that is that Oppenheimer, if you look at Chris Nolan's movies, most of them are like heavy sci-fi. I think they have a lot of depth, but heavy sci-fi fun, and I don't mean that in a bad way,
I know.
blockbuster movies. Then you have Dunkirk, which typically war movies do well, still has his sci-fi stuff.
Yep.
Then, if I'm not mistaken, after that's Oppenheimer, yeah? Or am I missing a movie in between?
Tenet.
COVID. I'm not using that as a... Because that really was... That was used as a... Like, experiment, essentially. Because it was the only film...
Experiment, I think it was more Christopher Nolan wanted it in cinema. In the studio, I think we're trying to push for other ways to release it.
But also, I feel like that was a time where people were like, you're going to the cinema?
Yeah.
Like, she had to wear a mask, and it was like really... That's so funny, I blipped COVID out of my brain. And then Oppenheimer, which... I don't know how to feel about this, but I do think the reason it performed as well as it did was because of Barbie and that marketing hype around that. Because I just don't foresee, even if it was him, a movie about a physicist making $900 million. A biopic.
I think Barbie would have brought it up, but I don't think it's Oppenheimer. Like, you can box it into
Sure.
like it just being a physicist, but because it is Oppenheimer,
It's Einstein levels of...
yeah, you think like it's nuclear bombs. Like,
Yes, there's war attached to it, I guess.
yeah, so any American
Yeah.
would have been like, oh, we've got to go see this, America.
Yeah. I'm just curious about this because it's like Greek mythology. I don't know how widespread that is.
Sorry, I just want to realize I'm just like, oh, any American is going to be like, yeah, come on, Oppenheimer. That's not true.
No, they're aware of
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Although there will be some people that are so blind to that.
Messagings.
Yeah. In terms of Greek mythology, yeah, I don't think it's as niche as.
I actually don't think it is niche. I just don't know if like the Odyssey has the pool of like everything else. I just don't know. I'm just curious as to his performance. This is the first time
worse than Oppenheimer. But will it be?
I don't know. I just genuinely don't know. He's got a great cast. I think there's already clearly a marketing
Push.
strategy.
Yeah.
I'll be very
I
curious.
guess we just don't know.
Yeah.
We can try and theorize, but obviously 6 months ago we were talking about our fantasy film drafts and we were so hopeful and confused. How innocent.
If I could go back in time. You innocent man. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Plot to Go, though. Episode number 30. Crazy. What is next week? Off the top of my... Oh, Fantastic Four. Very excited. I am really excited.
I'm not.
He's lying.
I'm not. It's whatever.
Really?
Yeah. Am I supposed to have faith?
Yes, because Thunderbolts performed.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. There is no trend for Marvel.
I don't know. I like the cast. I like the director. Whatever. Like and subscribe and follow us on
YouTube
and
Spotify
and
Apple Podcasts
and
TikTok
and
Instagram.
yay!
What a strange order to have done that.
It's very strange. And let us know in the comments somewhere what your favorite film was of the year
Yeah.
if you made it this far.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway.
Bye.
Bye.